for it one last time. Expected the bull to be there and he wasn't. We zigzagged everything, searched everywhere, couldn't find it. I feel like I owe it to the elk to give everything I got. I don't believe it. There he is. Let's get into the end of September. Got back from Alaska last week. My back and knees are still a little sore. Could hardly get out of bed this morning, but I was like, gotta push through it, start moving. I actually feel better. I've already climbed like 1,500 feet in elevation. Just gonna walk it out, you know? See if I can find a bugle today. I'll walk this ridge until hopefully I do. It's just been so hot, but there's some weather coming tomorrow. So I'm hoping this will be a good day to call on a bull.
Unfortunately, Travis is just looking for something a little bit bigger.
Well, you can see the sweat dripping off me. Got on a big bull, a bull bigger than I've seen in a long time. Had him at 87 yards. He's really call shy. He's been chased by a lot of people, so I didn't want to chase him. I was trying to sneak in as close as I could, and when he went over the ridge, I went over the next ridge. And he bugled. He was close, like 50 yards. I thought I could pull him, so I did try and bugle, and he ran. Hoping and praying I can find where he's at. I'm just gonna go in quiet with a decoy strapped on my bow and hope he's in a good spot where he can come up over a ridge and be within archery range. So that's the plan. Usually doesn't go as planned, but we're gonna try.
So Travis got a bugle, and he's pretty confident it's the bull that he was trying to call on, so he was treating it as such and moving in slowly. Now I want you to pay attention what Travis is doing step by step all the way until the time he calls in this bull. The first step he's doing at this time is he's checking his wind. I'd say the majority of hunts are blown because the wind was not in their favor, so Travis is making sure he's got a steady wind before he moves in. Now the second step you can tell is Travis is moving in close as he's staying pretty silent. He's not doing a lot of calling just yet. He doesn't want to push the bull out because this is a herd bull. A bull that has cows is going to get pushed out. So he may be just slowly trying to work him up. Travis is just trying to move in as close as he can, and he's just looking for shooting lanes. Now another thing you're going to notice here is Travis is looking for a stick. This is important to challenge the bull. To challenge the bull is not always about the bugling. The raking itself is an indication that a fight is going to happen. And sometimes you may hear hunters say, copy the elk, which is good. However, if the elk's copying you, it's game on. And there's a good chance that bull's going to come in, as long as the wind stays in your favor. So Travis is just actively challenging this bull, trying to get him to come into archery range. Remember, every calling sequence does not work for every bull, but you always have to put yourself in a scenario where you can call that bull away. You have to give that bull elk a reason to come to you. He's not going to come to you if he doesn't have cows. Why would a bull leave his cows unless he feels threatened? That's the only way for him to come in. So you gotta make him feel threatened for him to come in. That's what Travis is doing. He's sounding like he's a threat. He's sounding like he wants to come in and take his cows. That's the scenario that Travis is creating. He wants this bull to come in. He's gotta give that bull a reason to come into his calls. He has no clear shot of this bull, so he's trying to move himself and keep the bull distracted at the same time by using the cow decoy and raking the tree limbs next to him. And as he's doing that, he's slowly scooting down the hill and trying to find a clear window to take a lethal shot.
Nice bull I was after yesterday. Man, when I hit it, I thought he's gonna be a dead elk, but it's a little far back. It's my only thing. I was gonna, as you saw in the video, tried to tuck underneath that bunch of sticks. I don't know if my limb cut something or what, but I hit a little farther to the right than I wanted to, but it still should have been right there at the edge of the lung/lever. He just walked over the hill and stood there I watched him for half an hour at 120 yards. He just slowly walked over the hill. Hopefully he's dead right there. Well, I shot this bull. I was right here. Called him all the way through the open. I was raking with this hand. Just solo. I had the camera on my backpack. And I called this bull up. He came down there and raked a tree. And I watched him come all the way up. And I was kind of hiding behind this tree. And there's an opening right there that I was hoping he was going to walk out. And he didn't. He stopped. But I had already ranged. And it was like 47 yards. So what I had to do, you can kind of see in the video, is I leaned out a little bit to put the bull's head behind that spruce tree. And I had the decoy, the elk decoy on my bow. And so I had him fooled that he was elk, that I was an elk. But I'm surprised he stood there that long, because this is what I had to do. I knew that he wasn't going to stay there, so I was like analyzing everything, trying to figure out a way to get an arrow in him. And I got all this stuff in my way. So what I had to do is I scooted down the hill with the decoy. I had to get below this rock. And I drew back like that. And I shot right through that gap of trees. And right now, if I'm holding later, my bubble is way off. So I bet that I didn't look at my bubble just in the heat of the moment, because I'm usually really good up and down. But I hit to the right, like probably 8 inches further than what I was aiming. But kind of right on the line of the diaphragm, I would imagine, and the liver and the guts. So I watched him for a half hour. I've never watched a bull that long. He went down on the bottom. He only ran 50 yards and he stopped, so he's at about 100. Too far to shoot. He's in the brush. And I watched him for a half hour, and I thought he was going to lay down. I slowly walked over this hill. So I backed out, got my brothers, 2 buddies, and just my brothers and I are going to go in first. Trevor and Tom, and we're going to go quiet. And hopefully he just went not very far and bedded down and died. Hopefully that's the best case scenario. Did get a little bit of rain in the meantime, going and getting them and coming back up here, but I knew that if I pushed him, the chances of finding him are very slim. But I think it's a fatal shot. I think he's going to die. It's a matter of trying to play it smart. We're going to go really slow. We have all day. Try and find this bull. It's a big bull.
You for yourself. I don't have all day.
So I shot this big bull. I had him a little bit far back. I went back and got my brothers to come help look. And a little tip that I always do is take a video. So I took a video where I shot from in this tree as a landmark, in the last place I saw, because a lot of people get excited, and so do I, and you forget exactly where you last saw the bull. So I saw the last bull go over that tree. And one thing that I like to do is I use one feature on Onyx. If you look at this, if you can hit this bottom pointer button location a couple times, actually just once, and then you hit this compass up there, and there's a little rangefinder up top. I range found it right now. It's 128 yards. I'm going to take this little slider, 128 yards, and I'm going to point it that direction, right there, and I'm going to hit the plus button. And what that does is mark me a waypoint, 120 yards at that angle on the compass. Done. And now I got a waypoint on the last spot that I found the elk. So when we get down there, we're going to know where I last saw the bull walk into the trees. Let me go take a look. That's a probably good sign the arrow's still in him, I think. Good penetration. So the elk's probably, well, it might not be sticking out the other side. It might be stuck in the other side. But 4-blade broadhead. Should have done a lot. A little bit of blood. So we came down right to where that waypoint is that we marked. This is the bull track. There's no blood. It's gonna be a hard track, but it's a big bull track. This is the last place I saw him. You can see his tracks in the dirt. I think the arrow went in. It was stuck on the other side, and I think it busted off. So we only have one entry It's in the guts or diaphragm area to where that hole's sealed up. So I really think it's going to kill him, but there's no blood. We got a little bit of rain in the time we came back up here. It's going to be a tough, slow track. Well, I'm exhausting myself looking for this elk, but I feel like I owe it to the elk to give everything I got. I brought 5 guys in looking for it, buddies and brothers. Yeah, I first snuck in by myself and heard some elk run off, but they sounded very healthy elk. And actually, Trevor and Tom had a spike run by them. So the herd was still bedded, not 100 yards from where I last saw the bull. We expected the bull to be there, and he wasn't. We zigzagged everything, searched everywhere, couldn't find it. So we pulled out. Well, let me back up. At the very last zigzag, my buddy called me over and said, "Hey, this looks like a bull track going down with the cows." And it was like about 500 yards from where I shot. And I was like, well, if it is the bull, he's still in good shape, because if we gave him 12 hours, I knew the shot was far back. I knew if I pushed him, I'd never find him. But I tell you what, that's just been eating on me. So I'm coming up from a different angle. I'm going to get on that track because it was a big bull track. And I'm going to keep tracking it. We did all we could, but I got some more energy in me, just barely. I'm going to look for it one last time. Here's where the herd ran down the hill, but I'm coming up from a different angle. So I'm going to at least backtrack these as far as I can to where we last saw his tracks coming down. Guys, I can smell bull really strongly. Got a little hope here. The wind's blowing down the hill, following my nose. You guys, I don't believe it. There he is. He's dead. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. My heart is going 100 miles an hour. What a beautiful bull. And that's a giant. I gotta get this thing worked up though. I only got a half hour before dark. I can't believe I found him. I can't believe this, you guys. I found this bull 10 minutes before it got dark. Been zigzagging up here for hours. He ended up going just 100 yards past where we stopped. And I was up here with the group. I came back up here solo. Try to get some more food. And here he is. Beautiful bull. Giant bull. Everything still looks good. I'm gonna get him worked up. He's still pliable. He's not stoved up, which tells me he didn't die that long ago. Can't believe it. I walked up this ridge, different angle, because we thought that we saw his track going down this ridge with the cows. But it looked like he was healthy. I mean, I just checked on Onyx. It was 630 yards as the chloral flies. So to get here, he's at least a half a mile from where I shot. No blood, zigzagging. And I don't even know how many miles I put on Onyx looking for this thing. If I had to guess, maybe 8 miles, zigzagging back and forth. Came in from the other direction, actually got on the cow tracks running down the hill, didn't see the bull track. Kind of followed him up the hill. And here he was, laying. I see where he bedded. Got up one more time, try and walk away, and expired. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. I got a lot of work to do by myself. I don't have a lot of equipment, so I'm texting my brothers. Get up here and help me get this thing packed out. What a beautiful bull.
So we have some very exciting news for you. We have just launched our elk hunting masterclass. Now this is a very thorough course in teaching you how to hunt big mature bulls. In the rut, post-rut, doesn't matter. Any time of the year, this class will help you increase your odds in finding that success. And on top of that, as some of you may know, we also additionally have the mule deer masterclass, the wolf hunting masterclass, whitetail, and black bear. And so if you guys are interested in any of those masterclasses, you can find all of our Stuck N The Rut masterclasses on 360sportsman.org. Well, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on our newest hunting episodes. Thank you for watching.